She is certified, she is qualified, she is not a quack. This is Double O Direct. I am Olivia Otieno. Good afternoon. Thank you to everybody on terrestrial. Thank you to those on the live stream and those joining us live on KTN News. We are discussing cosmetic surgery in Kenya, benefits, risks, costs, and more. What I read before the break, right, is what I would call and more, because it's really important for the entire ecosystem when you're having your surgery done to be up and up, to be valid, right? Just because one person may be a doctor, the rest also need to give you some sort of comfort and security, right?
Yeah, 100%.
What is the first thing you'd advise somebody who's looking to get cosmetic surgery done? We had the case of the lady who wrote to me and she said she had excess skin as a result of extreme weight loss. So I'm assuming she was highly overweight, borderline obese. You know, her health was at risk. She went on a regimen or had some sort of a surgical intervention. What are the interventions that you've seen in your training and in your career?
So there's what we call bariatric surgery.
Yes.
That's what you're talking about.
Yes.
So we just, the essence is to decrease the volume of your stomach so that you basically get that feeling that you're full, right? And effectively decrease your appetite and you lose weight. And it does work, right? Whether people sustain it is what I don't know. And there are significant risks. I'm not a bariatric surgeon. So if somebody came to me with huge BMI, tell them diet, exercise, but maybe consider that option from a bariatric surgeon. And there's some things that they do that are legitimate. And I've seen people lose tons and tons of weight through that. Have
you ever conducted or witnessed in theatre skin surgery with regards to excess weight loss?
Yes. So after excess weight loss, the patients would ideally seek a plastic surgeon, plastic and reconstructive surgeon. Now, what the procedure is called is body contouring.
Yes.
So it's basically tightening.
Okay.
Right? Tightening the arms. You can imagine if you've lost a lot of weight, everything is sagging, right? Whether you've done it through exercise or whatever. So I think sometimes there's a genuine need for that.
Yes.
Yeah. So cosmetic surgery, what I want to reiterate, it's aesthetic. It's to do with looking good, but it's also functional. So a lot of people have problems with what do we call an apron? We call it an apron. You know when the tummy hangs. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you've lost weight, the tummy is hanging and it's empty. You even get in a thrash.
Oh, and it's empty. Okay.
Yeah,
yes, I've seen
infections,
it on TV.
Thrash under your boobs. So the arms are flabbing. You get the thighs are also flabby. You get friction burns from that. So there is a functional need to doing that. So I can't sort of belittle somebody and say, oh, you just want to look good. So there is a need for that. And I think maybe that lady was going for that. I think that's exactly what she was going for.
What are the risks?
So the risks of that.
Yes.
So first of all, you have to be fit for any surgery.
Okay.
You know, to be put under anesthetic.
Okay.
Your heart has to be working well.
All right.
To heal well, you have to have your blood sugars right. So your blood pressure right. You have to eat well. People ignore that. So if a surgeon is not telling you all these things, have your question mark.
What is eating well? Because a lot of people will think honestly, they honestly think they're eating well, and yet a doctor comes and says, no, you're not eating well.
I say I'm not extreme in terms of you need to do this diet or you need to do that diet, but just be realistic, healthy, balanced, lots of fruit, lots of veg, 5 a day, lots of water. That's the main thing.
Okay.
I just keep it simple.
Okay.
Lots of fruit, veg, at least 5 things a day.
Less fried.
Lots of water. Less fried.
Less salt.
Oil. Less processed.
Okay.
That's the other thing.
Okay.
Big thing.
Okay. Less processed.
Less processed.
If it's coming out from the ground like that, it's all right.
It's okay.
Okay.
If it's coming from a packet, think twice.
Okay.
Before you eat it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. So we've talked a little bit about the surgery, but I don't really get into the details of cosmetic surgery options. Yeah. It's a game I used to play as a child. I play it with my child all the time. It's called head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So we're going to start with the head. Yeah. And all of these, remember, I'm asking for a friend.
Yeah, definitely.
What can we do from the neck up cosmetically? What are they doing?
So first of all, my thought, neck up cosmetically, I think the aesthetic, we call it the aesthetic of our race, black people, we've got very good aesthetics.
Exactly.
We don't have we've got, you know what
for us to
you know
look
what
old,
I'm getting at.
it takes a lot.
It takes a lot.
Yeah, for us
so
to
I don't know why
old.
people in their 20s are going to do Botox.
Much people in their 20s are going to do Botox? There are people in their 20s going to do
people
Botox?
In 20s are going to do Botox.
Hey.
There's a lot of blind sort of Western.
So outline for me, what is Botox?
So Botox is, a technical term is neuromodulation. So you basically paralyze your muscle. So you inject, it's a toxin actually. So you inject it into your muscles. So the nerves stop working as they should.
Okay.
So we get these wrinkles, these ones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
we get them from the muscles. So that doesn't happen. So you stop having the lines.
That doesn't sound so good. That doesn't sound so good.
That's why people have a little bit of a frozen look. If it's done well and for the right reasons at the right time, it's okay. And I've got to also put this in quickly. I think I mentioned to you but there's aesthetic medicine as well.
Yes.
And surgery. Surgery is when you take a knife, unakata. Medicine, you can inject things.
Okay.
And there's a growing need for that, and people are doing it and studying it. It's something. So Botox sort of falls in between. I'm qualified to do Botox, and there's so many other benefits of Botox. People have problem with sweating, and it can be quite a big social issue. You know that. I don't know whether you do that.
Well, some people I'm getting to know.
Yeah, it's not like they haven't had a shower. They've had, and they are always body odor from lots. Botox is excellent for that.
So how long does that last? For example, if you give someone Botox in their armpits, how long will that?
Maybe 6 months or so, and then you need to repeat it.
Costs, because we're talking about costs as well. How much would that cost?
Probably,
on average?
Yeah, on average, maybe for a course of treatment, maybe 100K or something like that.
100,000 shillings, so you don't have body odor for 6 months. Then after 6 months, in this economy?
And then it depends.
Okay.
Yeah? So we can do that in an office, or you can do it in like a surgical setting.
Okay.
I don't think that one really, you can make your choices.
Okay.
I think there are people out there who can do it for around maybe 20, 30K.
So maybe in Kenya, what people are looking at mostly is Botox above the neck, because we're not getting rhinoplasties.
No, we're not getting rhino.
No, we're happy with our nose.
I hope so. And I just want to put it out there. There's something else that people don't know. I know there's a lot of celebrity thing with the perfect nose, especially we've seen it in America. We've seen it with Michael Jackson. So I hope
Michael Jackson's nose.
No, I'm just saying. I hope we never ever go there.
Yeah,
because there's something now they call in the UK and in America the aesthetic nose job. So we don't need to be going to the white Caucasian aesthetic. We need to respect our aesthetics. They blend with our face very well, especially how our nose is built and everything. But I do know people will still go with a poster to a surgeon. I want to look like that. I'm Zungu. So it won't blend well in your face. It doesn't, the aesthetic just doesn't.
Okay, so we're not messing with our noses. We're not messing with our lips, because we got them.
We got the lips. But I've seen people. I've seen quite a lot of people
wanting bigger lips.
The thing is, it's because I trained in Essex, so I know to spot. So I do. I can spot.
You can spot someone who's had. You can look at somebody and say you've had work done.
Yeah. So the trend is there. I'm seeing people do it just because it's, people
I'm taking you out like a metal detector. I am just going to have you walking around something. No, seriously. No.